Oh, hi there, everybody, and welcome to today's installment of the HTFL, and I forgot to turn the light on. Oh well, I'm not going to be on camera very long. I'm Big Paulie. It's actually a little before 9 in the morning Eastern Time as I record this. Today we have Seattle at New York to round up the half a week of Week 12, and then we come back next week, election week, and do the next 5 games. And then after that, we get into week number 13. Programming note, I have put up the GSW match of the week. We had an unbelievable finish to the most recent match. I was going to put it up Saturday at 7. I have already put it up because the result has changed everything in GSW. So go ahead and look at that. Put that up early. And over the weekend, I'll be doing the OTP Perfect Team Series and the franchise hockey manager. Try to get the 81 Stanley Cup or the 80-81 season done, depending on what the game lets me do, because I'm all thumbs with that franchise hockey manager. So stand by, folks. We'll be getting underway here in just a little bit. Pleasant good morning to you all. Happy Friday, the 30th of October. This day, one more day, and then we go to daylight savings time for most of us. And it always takes a couple of days to get adjusted to that. At least I do. So we'll look forward to that. Cheers, everybody, and we will get underway very shortly. Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims proudly presents today's HTFL football game, the Hometown Football League. We rack up the first half of the televised games of Week 12. Wrap that up. It'll be Seattle traveling to New York. And how's everybody doing this fine Friday? I'm Big Paulie coming to you. We have New York trying to tie San Francisco for the best record in the HTFL at 9-2. Kansas City tried that yesterday and did not succeed. I'll be controlling New York. The computer will be controlling Seattle. 35 frigid degrees at MetLife Stadium. A wind of 5 to 15 miles per hour. And Seattle has won the toss, elected to defer, so I will take the ball. Thank you very much. Russell Wilson against Eli Manning. That's the quarterback matchup. Pete Carroll against Bill Parcells. New York, the only team that plays the 3-4 defense, and we'll go over that in great detail when we get to that point. Christie, Sanders, Glenn, the deep backs for New York on the kickoff. They are in blue, Seattle in the road whites. And we will get this game underway. Christie takes it at about the 2. Moves it up to the 26, a gain of 24 yards. So let's set the base offense and the base defense. First for New York and then for Seattle. Barber and Snell, your running backs. No, not Blake Snell, the pitcher that was unceremoniously relieved the other night, Game 6 of the World Series. Beckham Jr. and Powell. Matt Snell is the running back in question. Beckham Jr. and Powell, your running back, or your wideouts. Rich Castor to tight end. Manning at quarterback. Brown, Snee, Mangold, Younce, and Powell, your offensive line. Younce also doubles as the punter. Green, Sinclair, Kennedy, and Nash, your front four. Brown, Wagner, and Wright, your linebackers. Sherman, Brown, Thomas, Robinson are your defensive backs. And on 1st and 10... just be a simple dive to Tiki, and Tiki gets nowhere. He loses a yard, in fact. Nash on the stop. They'll go to Matt Snell off tackle right. 2nd and 11. Snell a gain of 2. They'll go 3 wide, put a man in motion, and go to Rich Castor on the medium hitch. Might be tough to throw today, and that goes incomplete considering the wind and the cold temperatures are not conducive to the passing game all that much. Younce, with the wind at his back, will punt it away. We'll give you the Seattle and New York starters on offense and defense, respectively. The return by Lockett, 5 yards. The punt by Younts went 53, so a 48-yard net. Seattle's offensive starters, Alexander and Williams at running back. At wide receiver, it's Largent and Blades. Tight end is Carlson. Wilson quarterbacking, he's out of Wisconsin. Jones, Hutchinson, Wagner, Unger, Kendall, and Heck are your offensive line. So watch Seattle. They're going to run probably a lot to the left side. 3-4 alignment for New York. Strahan, Gastineau, and Weinmeister, your front three. Your 4 linebackers are Taylor, Huff, Carson, and Lewis. Revis, Glenn, Patton, and Spec Sanders. Those are your defensive backs. Here's Seattle's first play of the game. It's a give to Alexander. No gain there, so both teams not gaining anything initially. Darrell Jackson's going to come in as a third wideout for Seattle. 2nd and 10 at the 25. It is Russell Wilson throwing and completing to Blades. That's a gain of 6. Brian Blades, who was the younger brother of Benny Blades, who was a long-time defensive back in the NFL. Gain of 6, and it's 3rd and 4. That's caught. And it's going to be a long gain. That is Carlson, 45 yards. And Jeremy Stevens is going to have to come in as he got winded. A nice haul by Carlson, as you'll see here on the replay. He got open, got by a couple of defenders, and he was off to the races for a little bit. The gain goes 45, and it's 1st and 10 at the 24. 11:41 if you've just joined us. Stevens, the backup tight end, he gains 9. Patton knocks him out. 2nd in the yard. The ball now resting at the 15 on this windy day just outside of the NYC. Patton tackles Alexander just short of first down yardage. 3rd and inches at the 14. Wilson underneath to John L. Williams, and Williams finds the land of milk and honey, and it's a touchdown for the Seahawks. They have drawn first blood here in New York. Extra point try, good by Brown. 7-0 with 10:06 left in the opening quarter. Christie back deep for New York. And you might hear me take a sip of coffee here, so stand by. And he goes to the 18, a pickup of 17 yards. How about that? Surprises aplenty in my world of sports sims these last few days. Tiki Barber, trap left. Gain of a yard. Wagner on the tackle. 2nd and 9 at the 19. Pitch left Tiki. Maybe that'll turn the tide offensively. No gain. And it's 3rd and 9. He'll look to Odell Beckham on the short slant. He's got it, but he's going to be short. A 7-yard gain. Sherman wrapped them up real quick. 4th and 2, Younts will punt with 8:30 left in the opening quarter. That is a fair catch. The punt goes 54. Lockett retrieved it, and it's 1st and 10 Seattle with 7:48 left opening quarter. 7-0 Seahawks in a little bit of a surprise so far. Alexander picks up 5, and Taylor makes the tackle. And let's see, Alexander now 3 carries and 6 yards. They've yet to go to John L. Williams on a carry, although he has just got a 14-yard touchdown pass. Alexander with a big hole, 40. Out to the 44, he picks up 19. 1st and 10. And Seattle moving the ball with ease on the Giants, which is a shock. Incomplete. The Giants As I've pointed out in previous games we have done with the Giants, it's a combination of the Giants, the Jets, and some of the lesser-known AAFC and NFL teams of the 50s that were based out of New York, like the Brooklyn Dodgers, the New York Titans of the AFL, before they became the Jets, the New York Yankees, and the New York Bulldogs. It's an all-New York team. 2nd and 10 at the 44. We used the nickname Giants because the Giants have been around since the 20s. Gain of 3. Carson on the tackle. 3rd and 7. Ball at the 47. Wilson. Screen to Alexander. He'll get the first down. That's a pickup of 9, and Haynes made the tackle there for New York. 1st and 10 at the 44. This is John L. Williams, his first carry. Rivas on the stop after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line. In the shotgun, Williams throws. It's Carlson, and he's got another big gain. Well, don't get bigger than that. A touchdown, 40 yards. He has 2 catches on the day for 85 yards. And how do you do, Seattle? Up 14-0. 3:45 left in the first quarter. Christie, Sanders, and Glenn again back deep. A nice return here for Christie out to the 33 after picking up 28. So now, New York's going to have to get the brass tacks and start throwing the ball. Beckham, medium out. Almost to him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Screen to Tiki Barber. Incomplete and a marker.
Encroachment defense. Number 70, 5-yard penalty.
The marker against Sinclair of Seattle, so it's 2nd and 5. To Powell on the short slant. But Seattle bunched in tight, so it's going to be a medium hitch instead. Look for 84. He was well covered. And that's incomplete. A 3rd and 5. Screen to Barber. Caught. He'll have the first. No, he will not have the first down.
Encroachment defense. Number 72, 5-yard penalty.
Nash encroaches, so it's a first down for the Giants anyway. Back to Barber. Trap off tackle left. Tried to go trap right. A gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Barber now 4 carries, 4 yards. They'll go back to him on a pitch. And Barber gets the first down yardage. He picks up 10. 2:02 to go. Play action, medium pass, and we'll look to Powell. Played for the Titans back in the early 60s. A gain of 14. 1st and 10 at the 29. Trap right, Tiki Barber. And now the running game beginning to gel. A gain of 7. And that'll do it for the first quarter. But what a surprise here. Seattle has jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Seattle has 13 plays, 165 yards. I'm sorry, 155, not 165, 155. New York, 44 yards on 12. Ball to Seattle 22 as we begin this second quarter and begin the downward spiral to halftime. Medium cross, Richard Castor will be the receiver. If all goes well. He's 88. And he's also got 6. Touchdown, New York. That's 8 catches for touchdowns for Castor, and that's number 30 for Peyton Manning. The extra point try, good by Nugent, 14-7. We have 14:52 now left in the half. Lockett, Wilson, and somebody else back deep for Seattle. And that's a return to the 26 of 27. Rivas made a tackle. Let's show you who that other return man was. That is Robinson, Corin Robinson. First and 10 at the 26. Seattle now feeling the pressure a little bit. Wilson throws, batted at the line,
Offense.
and a penalty against them anyway.
5-yard penalty.
Carlson, who's had the two big grabs for Seattle, called for illegal motion. First and 15 at the 21. To Alexander. He picks up 5 yards. Rivas on the tackle. Second and 10 at the 26. Wilson going deep. And a marker. This is going to be pass interference.
Number 24. Automatic first down.
My goodness. So that's a big penalty as Rivas was all over Steve Largent. First and 10 at the 30. Alexander, a gain of a yard. Carlson was hurt, and he is out for the game. So his 2 catches contributed nicely, but now he'll be licking his wounds and watching from the sidelines as Jeremy Stevens takes over for him. Second and 9 at the 29. Alexander, the great, touchdown Seattle. His 7th touchdown of the year rushing. (20-7). The point after will put him at 21. 13:20 left to go until halftime. Christie back deep for New York. New York has its work cut out for them. Seattle's offense putting on a tremendous demonstration. Trap right, Barber. New York will continue to probe the running game. Gain of 3. Sinclair. His return doubtful. Bennett comes in to replace him, and one of the defensive end positions, he will wear 77. WABC. Second and 7. Slant to Sauer. Incomplete. New York now throwing into the wind. Short cross to Castor. Say that fast 10 times. That's off his hands and incomplete. I will challenge, because I know it's 46% odds, but I need a good spark here.
Ruling on the field
Nope.
is confirmed. Incomplete. A timeout will be charged.
I knew the odds were against me, but needed something to go right. Younced back to punt. War New York. Fair caught by Lockett. The punt went 43. First and 10. Ball to 25 with 12:47 now left. Seattle putting on a show. Offensively, Alexander gains a yard. He now has 7 carries and 56 yards. The second and 9 play goes to Alexander again. 1 more yard to get him to 8 and 57. Third and 8. Screen to John L. Williams out of Florida. He's close to the first down. He gains 6. Taylor made the tackle, so it's 4th down. I don't think Seattle would fake with the lead. This is a booming punt by Ryan, and we're just going to let it roll. How far will it roll? To the 5. The punt went 62, and the punter getting high fives on the Seattle bench. You don't see that too often. So New York starting at their own 5. First and 10. We're going to go play action long pass to Powell. Try to catch Seattle napping here. Thinking we would run. And he's open, and that is a 24-yard gain for Powell. And it's first and 10 at the 29. Barber. With a blitz coming, we're going to change it to a slant to Beckham Jr. Incomplete. Tipped by Wagner. Second and 10 at the 29. Pitch right, Barber. He'll be close to the first down. In fact, he got it. Wright pushed him out. And it's first and 10. New York Trap right. Snell, who was the hero of Super Bowl III in that Jets 16-7 win over the Colts that shocked the football world at the time. Caster, medium hitch on 2nd and 7. Incomplete. Manning has started 4 of 11 for 67 yards and a touchdown. Russell Wilson, on the other hand, 8 for 9 and 134 yards. Trap right, Tiki Barber. Tiki gains 5. But it's not enough for the first, and Yountz will have to punt.
False start. Offense.
He'll still have to punt.
5-yard penalty.
4th and 7. Yountz. Fair caught by Lockett. The punt went 41, and you could see the wind just pick up the ball and move it to the right on your screen. 1st and 10 at the 17. 7:17 now left in the half. Alexander picks up 2. He's now at 9 carries and 59 yards. Mark Gastineau, who tried his hand at boxing, as Al Red Sox fan reminded me the other night, made the tackle. 2nd and 8 at the 19. A throw, incomplete. What a marker.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Oh.
Number 70. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
Sam Huff getting a little too violent in his world, and that cost the Giants 15 yards. 1st and 10 at the 34. Alexander gains 6. Seattle just beat New Orleans not too long ago, I think last week, or within the last 2 weeks of real time here on the HTFL. So they tend to be giant killers. 2nd and 4. A team that doesn't look good on the stat sheets, but they can overachieve. That's a gain of 2 by John L. Williams, and it was Lewis making the tackle, and that sets up a 3rd and 2 from the 42. Over the middle goes Wilson. He gains 6, and it's the 1st down. And that is Rivas bringing him down for the tackle. 1st and 10 at the 48. Williams, 2 more yards. He's at 4 carries and 11 yards on the day, and he has 2 catches for 20 yards even. Thought it said 26. 2nd and 8 at the 50. The give to Williams again. He's trapped behind the line. A 3-yard loss. Lewis on the tackle. 3rd and 11 at the 47. Wilson, incomplete. Looking to Jackson, and Seattle's going to have to punt it away. Punt goes. Looked like it was off the side of Ryan's foot a little bit, but Tennell could not get to it. Punt rolls out of bounds at the sideline. It went 36 yards. So, New York restarts at their own 17 with 3:03 to go. Trap right, Barber. Blitz coming, so we're going to turn it to a screen. Incomplete. A 2nd and 10. Sweep right, Snell. Gain of 5. 3rd and 5 now. Cross to Caster again. Look for 88. A check down, but that's incomplete. And Manning's bad day continues. He's 4 out of 13 for 67 yards, and Yountz will punt it away. A short punt. You could see the returner coming in. Lockett got the fair catch down, and it's 1st and 10 at the 44. 2:31 to go. Not John L., but Alexander gains 4. Sean Alexander. Not going to call timeout. 2nd and 6. You could see Parcells discussing with his offensive coordinator, and I'm sure they might be discussing whether or not they pull Manning. Loss of 5, a fumble recovered by Unger. And that's a loss of 5, 3rd and 11 at the 43. 2-minute warning has just passed. Down the sidelines goes Jackson, but it was for 8 yards. They needed 11 for the first. And now, on 4th and 3, Seattle punts. Another coffin corner punt, out of bounds at the 9. Giants have 1 timeout left. New York still has 2. It's 21-7, New York trailing. Screen to Barber on 1st and 10. Penalty. We'll check it.
Encroachment defense. Number 79, 5-yard penalty.
That is Green, called for encroachment. A 1st and 5 now. Barber, a trap to the right side. Short a few inches, setting up 2nd and inches, no huddle, hurry to the line. Medium out pass to Beckham. Caught, and he gets out. It's a gain of 12. Beckham had a good game against Carolina, 6 catches and 98 yards. 102, and the Giants only with 1 timeout. A medium pass to Odell Beckham. Incomplete. Stretch. Actually, that would be the wrong play. Medium out to Powell on 2nd and 10. Caught. A gain of 15 and pushed out by Brown. So these out plays working well. Short out to Sauer. And Manning sacked by Brown. 4-yard loss. They'll hurry to the line. Go to Beckham, medium out. 2nd and 14. That's incomplete. A 3rd and 14 now. Long out to Beckham Jr. Caught. Gain of 8. And Manning now goes over 3,000 yards. But the big question here, do you call timeout on 4th down? A 4th and 6. I'm sorry for the microphone blushed. We're just going to round out the clock. Go to halftime. It's Seattle 21 and New York 7. You watch this for a moment, and I will be back within 60 seconds. There we go. How are you, everybody? 21-7. Seattle now gets the ball to start the second half. It's Lockett. Pass the 35 to the 36. He picks up 38 yards. 1st and 10, Seattle. At the 36. Wilson, over the middle. That's good to Stevens, who picks up 15. And that is his 2nd catch of the day for 24 yards. Wilson, 10 out of 12, 157 yards. Playing at top form. 1st and 10 at the 49. The give is to Alexander. No pickup. Huff on the tackle. Alexander now 12 carries and 69 yards. 2nd and 10 at the 49. Alexander, a gain of 6.
Offense. Number 86, 10-yard penalty.
Stevens called for the hold. 2nd and 20. Wilson throws, complete the Largent. That's a 1st down.
Offsetting penalties. Repeat, 2nd down.
But it'll be called back. So again, a 2nd and 20 at the 41. Wilson, over the middle, Blades. Gain of 9. And Wilson has been on target so far today. 3rd and 11 at the 50 exactly. Largent a first down. Pickup of 13. Haynes makes the tackle for New York. 1st and 10 at the 37. Give to Williams, John L. Williams. He gains 6. Glenn on the tackle. Williams now 6 carries, 14 yards, 2 catches, 20 yards. 2nd and 4 at the 31. Alexander, no pickup. Strahan made the tackle. We haven't heard his name too often today. A 3rd and 4 at the 31. Loss of a yard.
Legal motion. Offense. Number 80, 5-yard penalty.
Largent called for a legal motion. We'll make it a 3rd and 9 just to try to knock Seattle back a little bit in terms of field goal range. Throw, incomplete.
Holding. Offense.
This we're going to decline.
10-yard penalty.
They'll bring the kicker in. The attempt will be from 53. Wide left. The kicker was Brown. And it's 1st and 10 New York at the 43, so they inherit good field position, trailing 21-7. Trap right, Barber. Blitz coming. We'll make it a screen to Barber instead. And he cannot get open to save his life. Manning now 7 of 19 and 102 yards. Powell. Medium hitch. Caught. A gain of 15. And it's 1st and 10 New York at the Seattle 42. Hitch to Castor. And a marker.
False start. Offense. Number 10, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
Manning called for the false start. And if you're wondering who can back him up, you got Chad Pennington, Phil Simms, Ken O'Brien, Charlie Connerly, and Spec Sanders. They could all play backup. Pennington would probably be the choice to go to in terms of rating, as his rating's comparable to Manning's. Off tackle right, Barber, 1st and 15. Barber, a gain of 12. He blew right by KJ Wright there. And it's 2nd and 3. Snell, dive play. And a 1st down, a pickup of 5. Robinson makes the stop. And it's 1st and 10 at the 30. Beckham Jr., a medium slant.
False start. Offense. Number 88, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
Castor. False start. It's 1st and 15. They'll go right back to Tiki on a trap left. And he gets nothing and won't like it. Wagner on the stop. Stretch to Barber. And he gains 3 yards this time. 3rd and 12. This is going to be Beckham Jr. on a medium passing route. Caught, but short. Let's check the penalty.
Offense. Number 79, 10-yard penalty.
4th and 1. Ball at 21 with 6:15 to go. I'm going to go for it, actually. 85% chance that Barber gets it on a trap right. Well, let's go. Oh, he stuffed it behind the line. Loss of a yard. And Seattle holds. Field goal really wouldn't have helped us. It would have been 21-10 late in the 3rd quarter, so I went for it, and not a good strategy. 1st and 10 at the 22. Alexander gains 2. Gastineau on the tackle. And New York now, the storm lingering in on them. 2nd and 8 at the 24 on this 35-degree day in New York. No gain. Alexander tackled by Strahan. Alexander now 15 carries, 71 yards. 3rd and 8. Incomplete, looking for Blades, and Seattle have to punt. They have the wind advantage, at least for the remaining 4:47 of the third quarter. Nifty punt there by Ryan. It went 53. And out of bounds at the 23 it goes. Trap left, Tiki Barber. His 15th carry gains 2 yards. He's at 60 on the day. Beckham Jr., the short hitch. A short, tight formation, so we're going to go long to Powell. See if he can get open. And he can. It's caught. Brown on the tackle, a gain of 23. Play action medium pass to Beckham this time. And he cannot get open. Incomplete. Tipped by Green. And it is 2nd and 10. Snell. Screen pass. And a blitz is coming. Neither running back has caught a pass to that so far.
Intentional ground offense. Number 10, 10-yard penalty, loss of down.
And it's going to be 3rd and 20 at the 38. And we'll have to go long. And we'll look to Sauer. There it goes. Incomplete. And a frustrating day for the Giants offensively. Chancellor was hurt. Injured his arm. And we don't know what his prognosis is the rest of the way. Younts back to punt. So the Giants got to keep it at 21-7 until the fourth quarter gets here and they get the wind advantage. That's how it's starting to look. 1st and 10 at the 13. John L. Gain of 2, but it's holding.
Number 89.
Blades. And that is accepted. Back up the Seahawks to the 9. 1st and 19. Wilson. A fumble. And they just keep it out of their own end zone. Lawrence Taylor forced a fumble. And Heck was lucky to get it for the Seahawks. It's now 2nd and 27 at the 1. New York will call timeout. They want to make sure they call a good defense here. Wilson, quick throw, incomplete. Now a 3rd and 27. Cab ride from Westchester County for Seattle. And did Wilson make it out? No, he does not. It's a safety. Arnie Weinmeister gets him in the paint for a deuce, and it's 21-9. Now Seattle will free kick. And it's a boomer of a punt. Punt went 64, returned 15 by Tennell. And New York's going to make a switch at quarterback. They're going to put Chad Pennington in. Pennington I don't think has seen action all year. He has not. So Bill Parcells wants to give his squad a new look and some new problems for Seattle to solve. A medium out to Sauer on 1st and 10. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Screen to Barber. And that's going to be close to the first. He picks up 7. Pennington's first completion of the season. Castor, a short hitch play. 3rd and 3. That's caught by Powell in a gain of 6. And they want the wind advantage, so they're not going to call a play. We'll end the third quarter. The safety was the only score. It's 21-9, Seattle leading. So, 40 plays have been called by Seattle, 256 yards. New York, 47 plays and 2-3-5. Beckham Jr. on the slant, 1st and 10.
False start. Offense, number 76, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Snee called for the false start. 7th penalty of the game for New York. We've had 8 for Seattle, so the game being played a bit sloppy. Medium out to Powell, 1st and 15. Barber picks up 7. 2nd and 8. Powell, slant route. Incomplete. A 3rd and 8 now. Beckham Jr., medium crossing route. They go underneath the Barber. Fumble recovered by Castor. And the play gains 6. And it's 4th and 2. Ball is at the Seattle 48. Field goal is out of the question because it would be from 65. Sideline punt for Younts. Can he get the right angle? It's going to be down at the 11. So not a bad punt. 21-9, Seattle leading with 13-16 left to go, and the Giants have pulled some comebacks in the HTFL, most notably against Miami. Gain of 3 for Alexander Gastineau on the tackle. Alexander now 74 yards. Wilson 12 of 17 for 179 and 2 touchdowns. Ball to 14 for the 2nd and 7 play. There's the throw, and it is incomplete. Gastineau injures his knee. Jason Pierre-Paul will come in to replace him. 3rd and 7. At the 14, a marker.
False start. Offense, number 60, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
Unger gets called for the false start. 3rd and 12 at the 9. Wilson to Stevens, but it's way short of the first down yardage. Only picks up 1 yard. 4th and 11 at the 10. Punting time. Punt by Ryan goes 43 yards, returned 4 by Tennell. 1st and 10 at the Seattle 49, so they get good field position. Beckham Jr., medium fly. Blitz coming, so we're going to change it to Beckham Jr., medium slant. Looks for 13. Underneath to Barber, but let's check the penalty.
Motion. Offense, number 83, 5-yard penalty.
Sauer, a legal motion, and it's 1st and 15. They'll go to Barber, trap left. And only gains 2 yards there. Beckham Jr. out for the game with an injury. So Don Maynard will come in. In fact, we'll go to him right now. Medium out. 2nd and 13. Incomplete. A 3rd and 13. Sauer on a medium. Actually, we're going to make it a long fly to Sauer, because a medium pass would not get sufficient yardage. Incomplete. And Pennington has now started 4 out of 8. All at the Giant 48, and they will punt to the sidelines again. Just hope to pin them back. And maybe a break here for the Giants. A fumble recovered by the punter, Younts. Younts went down there and got his own fumble. What is this, the CFL? Lockett got drilled by Harrison. That freed up the ball, and Younts was Johnny on the spot. So now, what can the Giants do? To Powell on 1st and 10, play action, medium pass, incomplete. It's now a 2nd and 10 at the 18. Barber, trap right. They need a touchdown, though. Field goal will not do. And what has happened here? A fumble. A touchdown. Wagner picked it up, and he went 83 yards. And that might be the dagger for Seattle today. 27-9. Your point after good by Brown, and it's 28-9 with 11:01 to go in the fourth. Christie. A return. A fumble recovered by Brown. Seattle gets it again. 1st and 10 at the Giant 37. 10:54 left, and it's looking like Seattle's going to pull off another upset. 3-yard loss. Carson on the tackle. Harry Carson. 2nd and 13 at the 40. New York calling time. They have one timeout left. 2nd and 13 at the 40. The throw, incomplete. Blades, 3rd and 13 now. Blades was the intended receiver. Incomplete. 4th and 13. I'll watch for the fake just based on field position alone. And that's a loss. That's a punt of 32 yards to the 8. Manning goes back in. So it's 1st and 10 at the 8. Dive play for Barber. And he will gain 4 yards. Wagner on the tackle. Castor on the cross on 2nd and 6. York needs something quick. Incomplete.
Holding defense. Number 32, 5-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
If you're Seattle, you don't want to give him anything quick. Dave Brown called for the hold. Slant, Don Maynard. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Manning now 10 of 26, 151 yards. Medium out to Sauer on 2nd. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. Powell, medium hitch.
False start. Offense. Number 79, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
That's Powell, the lineman, again. 3rd and 15. Long slant to Sauer. Say that fast 10 times. Barber will get the 1st down. He's got a wide open field crossing the 50. Down up past the 35 to the 33. That's a 55-yard catch, his longest of the year. 1st and 10 at the 33. New York going no huddle. They're hurrying to the line. They'll go Powell on a long fly. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Barber has now made 4 catches for 75 yards on the day. Screen to Barber. Incomplete.
Intentional grounding. Offense. Number 10, 10-yard penalty, loss of down.
That makes it 2nd and 3rd and 20. So nothing to lose here. Sauer will go long. Caught by Maynard, who only gained 3 yards. 7:45 to go. The field goal would cut it to 16, and they would still need a touchdown, 2 touchdowns, and 2 two-pointers. So not much alternative here. They're going to go for the long pass to Maynard. 4th and 17. Manning throwing. It would have been short of the 1st down anyway. 1st and 10. Seattle at the 40. 7:06 to go. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 40. Seattle will be well advised to run the ball here and at least get some clock chewed up. A 3rd and 5 now. As Alexander gains 5 yards. Williams was blocking for him. and Lewis made the tackle. 3rd and 5 at the 45. Screen, Alexander, and he's got running room. 20 yards to the 35, and it's a 1st and 10. Seattle just killing New York today. You'd think Seattle was the 8-2 team. Incomplete. Strahan on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Alexander gaining 3 with Haynes bringing him down. 3rd and 7 at the 32. Throw over the middle to Stevens, and it's 34-9 Seattle. His longest catch of the year, 32 yards. Wilson 15 of 24, 232, 3 touchdowns. Point after by Brown, good. And it's 35-9. 3:33 left, and the fans are heading for the exits. And I can't say I blame them. Christie, the return, past the 20 to the 24. Barber, trap right, because what do you do if you're up trailing 35-9? Gain of 7. Seattle has put the second string in. No huddle, hurry up. Play action, long pass to Maynard. Look for 13. Incomplete but a marker.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 41, 15-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
They get Maxwell. In fact, we should set the New York second string for you. Clark, Bryant, Branch, and Tuiasosopo are your front 4. Irvin, Hawthorne, Simmons, Wilson, Maxwell, Harris, and Bellamy. 1st and 10 at the 46. Maynard, medium fly route against the blitz. That's a 1st down. Out to the 41. No huddle. They'll hurry up. Medium out to Powell. Incomplete.
Holding. Offense. Number 79, 10-yard penalty.
Holding against Powell again. 1st and 20. Ball to 49. Long slant to Maynard. Caught, but let's check the marker.
Offsides. Defense.
They'll decline it.
Number 26, 5-yard penalty.
Ball to 29. They will go long. And again, Maynard is going to be wide open for him. 20, 15 to about the 13-yard line, 12-yard line. Pickup of 17, they'll go to the 2-minute warning. But it's all going to be too little too late as it's 35-9, Seattle leading. Powell on the medium passing route. Throw, incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to Maynard on the medium cross. Barber, touchdown. His 31st touchdown for Manning. It's 35-15. They do not need to go for 2 here. Oh my goodness, Nugent hit the crossbar and it boinked off. No good, or as Madden would say, joinked off. And that was huge because it's a 20-point deficit and not 19. So now New York needs 3 touchdowns. They'll go for the onside kick. It won't matter. Hutchinson makes the return on the recovery. Actually, no return on the recovery. And with 1 timeout left, Seattle's got this in the bag. 3-yard gain for Alexander. I will call my last timeout. 2nd and 7. This is all over but the shouting. Alexander's got a 1st down, a pickup of 8. He's at 90 yards on 22 carries. 1:24 Now Wilson's taking the knees. 43 seconds left. This one is all over. 35-15. Seattle has defeated New York and beat them handily. Wonder who the player of the game was. Alexander gets the honors. Here's your scoring summary real quick. Manning threw 2 TDs. Seattle only made 1 trip to the red zone, 326 yards. New York went 1 out of 2, 383, 1 touchdown on 2 trips to the red zone. Always like to look at penalties. 22 penalties in the game, 188 combined yards, so that was kind of ugly. 56 plays called by Seattle that took 3109. 69 plays for New York, and that took 2851. Here are your player stats. A brilliant game for Russell Wilson with that 134 rating. Manning and Pennington were both off the mark. Leading rusher was Alexander, 90 yards on 22 carries. Leading receiver was Art Powell, 6 catches, 97 yards. So, Carlson had a big game, 2 catches for 85 for Seattle. Then he got knocked out with an injury. The leading tackler was Dave Brown, 8 tackles. Nobody on New York had more than 6. Standings-wise, New York will still have the lead in the Eastern Conference at 8-3 on point differential as the stats repopulate. They have a 63-point lead in net points, and Washington is at 54. So that has tightened up. New York would still be number 1. Washington would still be number 2. St. Louis is yet to play. They will play next against Buffalo. We will probably play that game on Monday. Seattle moves to 5-6, but they are still 2 games out of the last wild card spot. They trailed Denver by 2 games, but with 5 games left, it's still doable. Our next game will be Buffalo and St. Louis, and we should have that for you on Monday night. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. We wish you well, no matter where you are and no matter when you see this. Godspeed and God bless. We'll do it all again soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.